Just smile, nod. Right. So yeah, everybody go ahead and draw 4 cards. Try not to murder anybody for a few minutes. Yeah.
Get that.
No promises.
Take that.
Close down my Facebook. So yeah, if you need to send me a message, use Whisper on Roll20 because I don't have Facebook open during the game unless I'm looking for additional sharks or something.
I have no ads.
I don't know how to deal with this computer.
That's a spirit, Yana.
It's a normal computer. What are you talking about?
I know,
You
but
used the Mac.
I have a Mac, but this one, but just the windows are doing weird things. It's okay.
That's what you get for using a Mac, Yana. You and your artistic stuff.
I've got to play immediately. Effects of a Desolate Lifestyle, so I don't need to worry about it.
Yana dodged a fucking bullet there.
Yes,
Yeah.
you did. Lockpick or Locklaw.
That's one of the new cards. There are several new cards. For anybody that's like, oh, but Logan wouldn't. What?
I have both Special Day and Happy Holidays.
Oh!
So
Nice.
nobody else has any reds?
Nope.
No.
Cool, then go ahead and play them, Repeat.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's not the Happy Birthday, so it's only the 1 hero point, but still.
Oh, still.
Yeah.
Yes. So there's the. Let's just put Happy Holidays there. Oops, get over there. And there's the Special Day on.
You should have seen the board yesterday, Freddie. It was just fucking jammed of cards all over the place. It looked like a little kid tried to shuffle cards. Just amazing. Anyway, right. You guys are all sitting around dressed like gunfighters of the Old West. Everybody has a derby hat on, and you're kind of dressed as like the fancy back east gunfighters and stuff. Everybody has a hog leg with the big fucking revolver pistol that never ever try to reload and shit and holds 5 bullets. Strapped to your leg, and you're sitting around in the Australian embassy drinking and stuff. And you're not sure why you're all dressed like gunfighters, but you are. All of your shit is nearby in knapsacks and stuff like that.
I'd go grab my shit. I'd go to it. Anything new in there or still all there?
Not that I'm aware of.
Just checking.
I mean,
Why?
it could be, but I don't know about it.
Why are we dressed like this?
No
I mean, why?
idea, Mildred.
What do you mean why? We're in the fucking old...
What?
Yeah, but we not normally dress this way. We're normally dressed a bit more.
Oh, you know, the universe is out of order, blah, blah, blah.
This is how people
What have you done?
Like Logan's campaign. Blah, blah, blah.
What have you done this time?
Nothing. Just things are going tits up as usual.
I have a sniff to see if I can smell anything that's been like burnt wood recently.
Give me a smell roll. Also, while you're looking around for anything that was on fire or will be on fire, you find a note that's in the neat calligraphy and shit, because in the Old West days, they used to spend more time making notes and on the right paper and all that. And it says Joshua in the nice calligraphy, you know, like all fancy and shit. And it's folded in half, not in quarters, because that would be vulgar, but in half, because then it's discreet yet elegant.
Is it on a silver tray?
It is. It's sitting at your right-hand side on a small table within easy reach next to the good bourbon and cigars.
Lovely. I shall pick up the note and peruse it.
It's from Darius, and it simply says, "Have thought of something interesting. Please see me soonest, D." You can tell it's from Darius, even though he signed a D, because he wrote from Darius. He's not great at this Old West note thing.
But Mildred,
Yeah.
Listen up.
What?
You see Freddy playing with a lighter. He looks around.
I swag it out of his hand.
What? How'd that get there?
Right. Freddy, give me a luck roll at half real quick for something.
Ooh,
It started quickly.
it did.
How about by a quarter? Is that all right?
That's pretty good. All right. So, yeah, it fortunately goes out before the lighter itself goes underneath the large flammable curtains.
All right,
Good.
well, then listen up. Universe is going tits up. We need to find the unicorn's eye in order to create the logarithms. Burlington's going underwater. A water mage closed the gate in Burlington, so that's why it's underwater. The clock in Burlington is some weird, misty bullshit. Cyberpunk is going to war. China invaded Hong Kong, and the Tri-Kingdoms are going at war. All right, there you go.
Well, strictly speaking, China didn't invade Hong Kong since China owns Hong Kong.
Right. That's the important part of the...
Just a slight distinction there. They didn't actually invade Hong Kong. They just sent troops in to deal with the unrest.
Potato.
It does make a big difference. It's like saying the US invaded Chicago.
Yes. I would like to point out, by the way, I have no contacts in Hong Kong nor in China. I wrote that adventure before it all built up, even though it seems to be playing out as I'm doing it, which makes me begin to wonder, am I in control of Hong Kong? I don't.
Probably.
Doubtful, but yes.
Oh, before we go and do whatever we want to do, could either of you have a look at these notes I found? We tried to read them, something about aliens, but couldn't really get much out of them. I showed them the notes that we found.
Okay, where did you find them?
That's a good question. I'm not remembering.
They were on the dead person in Blackbriar in Tracking.
Ooh.
You may have read that post on the forums.
In the Tri-Kingdoms?
Yes.
I
took all the notes, so I just kind of put it on the table. I showed them the note that we know for certain that it's a secret message to the Blood Kingdom saying that they want to join forces with. The Iron Republic wants to join forces with the Blood Kingdom to take down Commonwealth of Zamora, but I'm not sure what all these other alien battle is about. Maybe one of you can decipher it.
I'm not sure what the other alien. Oh, that alien battle. Sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah. It is in Huttese, by the way.
It is Huttese?
Yeah.
All right, I shall attempt to read it. No.
What language?
Huttese. You know, Jabba the Hutt?
Oh, right.
Bulldog.
I found it.
She translates it as a shopping list. Yeah,
go down.
Bacon.
They need more milk.
Go down to the corner store and buy me a packet of fags. Okay.
All right. Well, what's the time?
Sorry, no. And in regards to, did you translate what New Sun's sister's name means?
No. Zimkai, don't know what it means. Do you want to go find her and talk to her?
Well, I've got a note from Darius saying he's thought of something, so it might be worth tracking down Darius and speaking to him. My Mandarin is very limited.
Mildred, how about you? How's your Mandarin?
Wait a minute. My Mandarin.
Welcome to Unusual Skill Day.
Yeah. Welcome to that playing for a lot of months.
I mean, we can always find a translator.
Can you just imagine if somebody like Robert Hudson, him trying to get back in, going, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
Maybe Russ joined. Sorry, go.
I'm a hobbyist in Mandarin, so I can try.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
In Mandarin, wow.
Yeah. I don't know how it happened, but yeah.
Was Mandarin the language at the Shadow Academy?
Maybe.
In the spell casting? And we kept getting sent to remedial Mandarin?
Oh,
A reel called Missing Footage.
that sounds, yeah.
That sound familiar? Yeah, I think that's
Yeah,
where you may have learnt Mandarin.
Yeah.
And some of the others as well. Okay, so yeah, we've got a note from Darius. There's the chick. There's New Sun's brother. Sister, sorry. There's the whole thing of Noel Afatep, aka the Black Pharaoh, aka the Bloody Tongue, etc.
You know that. All right, cool. I don't need to tell you that.
What?
What?
The bloody tongue.
They just babble back and forth. They just babbling. Go ahead.
I met him.
What? Oh yeah, we did, didn't we?
Yes, we did. I think you were you? Yes, you were there with us.
Unfortunately, I was.
Oh, was it you? Yeah, it was you that time.
It was me, you and Kinley.
Yes, that's right. Yes, so yes, you were there when we met the Bloody Tongue. Yes. And I have read case notes of others meeting him in other forms.
Oh.
So the outer god known as Nyarlathotep, Mildred.
What?
I don't know if you're really that familiar with the Cthulhu mythos. You know, you got Yog-Sothoth and Cthulhu. And,
like I know the bad guys, but this one I don't know.
Nyarlathotep is one of he's sort of, some people consider him their messenger, but I think he's a bit more than that.
Oh. Okay. How is the name again?
Nyarlathotep off the top of my head.
That sounds complicated.
Just one neck. Just one neck.
Gnarly.
Okay.
But he has over 1,000 forms or something like that. And depending on the part of the world, depends on what he's known as. Like in Africa, there's a cult of the bloated woman, I think it's called, off the top of my head. There's the cult of the bloody tongue, which is one of the forms that Freddie and Aeolus and I had encountered. I've read some case notes where he was he sometimes masquerades as a human. He was there in the world I came from. There was massive earthquakes in San Diego, which basically caused the whole area to go almost post-apocalyptic. And he was there as a Mr. North.
Okay.
I think it was Atali P. North or something like that off the top of my head, which is basically an anagram for Nyarlathotep. He's appeared. He seems to be interested in humans, but he has got some bad forms, and he's got forms which people don't lose their mind completely by seeing him. At one stage, there was things about him being the Black Pharaoh, as in ruling Egypt. For a period of time.
He's like a busy guy.
Very busy guy. As I said, he's the most easy to. Well, some of his forms are closer to human than pretty much any of the other nasty goos, great old ones, elder gods.
So, do you think that Mr. Young is an avatar of his, or if he's been reincarnated as Mr. Young, basically, like?
I'm not sure. I know, as I said, the New World Industries. I think they have links back to a cult by the name of the Brotherhood of the Beast, whose primary purpose was to try and bring back the Black Pharaoh, one of the forms of the Nyarlathotep. But they evolved into New World Industries, and in my previous job, our agency had encounters with several subsidiaries of that company. For example, there was a subsidiary that was experimenting with Shubnigarev's milk. So quite disturbing, but yes.
I don't really want to ask about that one, but okay.
No, you don't. Anyway, but yes, New World Industries, if they're anything like the one from my world,
Well, we know that
potentially
he's,
our world, as we may have all
Yeah.
came from the same shadow place. We've
we
not yet
know he's
established that.
associated with them, so
Yeah. So they seem to be very interested in bringing him back. I don't know if that's if there's some sort of cult worshipping him potentially.
well, the symbols that we saw on the guards' uniforms was the cult of the bloody tongue.
Okay.
That symbol. They were wearing that, so
Okay. Yep. All right. And his sister seems, you're saying, something to do with the eye. She seems to be involved.
well, the building it was in, the convent, was called the Eye.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And did they have the eye of the unicorn there?
No, but there was a picture of an eye. The Eye of the Unicorn, by the way, is in the Forest of Amber, outside of Amber.
Okay, so it's got nothing to do with the Tower of Eyes?
Nope, found that out the hard way.
You went to the Tower of Eyes?
Uh-huh.
Go a bit, Freddie.
Sorry?
Freddie's scratching his ears when he's saying that. Not just one ear either, both ears, and you're not sure why.
So
yeah, we went there, yeah. I was... So, you know the dude that was in the robe with the goats?
Yep.
He wasn't there. This time, I was the dude in the robe with the goats whispering in my ears.
Okay.
Which was an interesting experience. And I'm
sure it was.
They basically said, you know, the eye is far away from here. Go find it, bring balance, blah, blah, blah. You are the destined one, etc., etc. And Doc, with a bit of help from Doc, we deduced that the unicorn and subsequently the unicorn's eye is in the Forest of Amber. And I need to go and literally gouge out its eye if I'm to do that.
So the eye has not been removed yet?
As far as what I can tell, no. I have to remove it.
Okay.
Or someone has to remove it.
Lovely.
It can't get any fucking worse.
So I'm trying to work out in my head how on earth that's going to happen.
I mean, we just go there, find the unicorn, grab a knife, pop it out.
Oh no!
It sounds so simple when you say it like that.
Isn't the unicorn like their symbol or something?
Oh yeah, they'll be mad.
And besides that, in depending on the legends and stuff, the unicorn is our great grandmother. Great grandmother.
What do you have against mom? What did mom do?
If we're her grandchildren, she'll forgive us. But Grandma, I need your eye for a sec. Hold still.
It's just like the Jim Jeffries comedy thing he was talking about, where he was like, "Yeah, my mother always tells me she loves me unconditionally, but if I was to take a rusty razor and cut through that obese woman's breast and just have it slide off, would she still love me? I don't want to test that, but I'm sure her love's not as unconditional as she's thinking it is."
I mean, look, I'm about 90% certain that we're being manipulated into doing this.
Yeah, of course we are.
And I don't like the idea of being manipulated.
I mean, when the whole situation previously with the creation, with how things ramped up, trying to force us to create the pattern. I can't remember if Mildred worked it out from a tarot card or Mildred had some insane insight that things were purposely being ramped up to try and force us to do stuff.
Mildred came up with that?
Ooh, yes, she did.
It was just a feeling.
Yeah.
So I've got it in my notes from yonks ago, but yes, Mildred actually came up with that. I think it was a session where it was Mildred, Doc, and myself.
Did you draw a big surprised face next to that in your notes?
I think I seem to recall that Mildred, as I said, had some sort of bizarre insight into shadow lore.
Oh
or
yeah.
something
All
like
right.
that.
Yeah, I remember now. Yeah.
Yes.
Cool.
So I don't know. What do you guys like? If we go through with this, we'll be enemies with the androids forever.
I don't know if we want to do that. Like,
No, not now. I'm not ready to do that now. No one's ready to do it. But I meant
But-
in general.
okay, it's on the to-do list for tomorrow to be enemy to all the Amberites. So
I mean,
are we
honestly,
tired
you
with
could
the
do it,
chaos
but-
now or what?
So I have more than two questions, but two questions that come to mind relating to this.
Yeah.
One is, what's the hurry? Why is
Justice
Ghost?
won't leave me the fuck alone.
No.
Do it now.
Yeah. That's why I'm asking why.
Yeah.
Oh, because the pattern is growing too strong, and it might.
But no, that's the thing. If depending on how much truth there is to it, Corwin created another pattern. It was years that things were a bit out of balance. We're not talking months. It was absolutely years, like 10, 20 years before things got back into balance.
Oh.
And there wasn't such disruptions.
Wait,
so
Corwin
for whatever
or Dworkin?
reason, Ghost
Dworkin?
Wheel. Sorry?
Corwin or Dworkin?
Corwin.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Because of the whole War of the Black Road or whatever it's called. But the what am I trying to say? But yes, for some reason, Ghost Wheel is really ramping things up and is trying to get things done in a hurry, which is strange. So the question is why?
Maybe they're losing power.
Don't know. And the second question is why aren't the Courts of Chaos doing anything about it?
Right.
I think they are indirectly through us. Because the goats. So one of the things, the Tower of Eyes on the spectrum of pattern versus chaos.
Oh yeah.
It was
right
very
towards,
close to chaos.
Yeah.
So it may have
just
been
due to the nature of that zone is. However,
Oh,
that
they seem to know what was
begs
going on.
excuse me, that still begs the question, why isn't the serpent / Logress or whatever
Well,
doing something about it?
If it only affects our zone, why would they care about it?
Because it's assumably not just well, I don't know, that's the question. Is it affecting everything beyond our zone now?
Also when
or is it just affecting our sub-shadow?
Doc attempted to contact Fiona and Mel.
Oh yes.
And something wasn't right. Were you there for that? I can't remember.
No.
No, you weren't. So he attempted to call them and was unsuccessful. There was something like they were alive, but there was something interfering.
Not blocking or interfering with it.
Yeah. And a few minutes later he got attacked via Trump. And he got flung around the room and shit. It's like bad boy basically, don't do that. Yeah. So something's going on with the Amberites.
So did we actually meet somebody from Chaos?
If you count the 2 talking goats, yeah.
Okay.
I met them, they were interesting.
So a while ago there was that undead invasion that was happening in MMO land. That Doc
I totally
Alex
didn't call that.
No.
That's...
But Doc Alex Kinley and I dealt with. There were 2 people there that appeared to be affiliated with the Courts of Chaos, and one of them actually had a trump card to the Courts of Chaos.
I wonder if those are the 2 same people that were looking for me at
Maybe.
Expo 2-3.
They were, we're not sure if they were Doras. One of them had ginger hair from memory.
How did you know they were from the Courts of Chaos?
Well, as I said, one of them had a trump to Courts of Chaos. And
how did you see it?
It's quite a while ago. I'd have to recheck one. How did we see it? Oh, because I took it out of the cold dead hand. is how I saw it after we basically glassed the place.
Do you still have that? Or did you lose it when you died?
No, I went bye-byes with the rest of my trumps,
Mm. Not good.
including a trump that I had to the Shadow Earth that random had given me.
Oh,
Yep.
that's a shame.
Yes. So
Alright.
I've been
I
seeing whether or not I can get them back from various means, but it does not appear to be any way.
I don't know, I feel like
get another copy.
Ghostwheel might be associated somehow with the Courts of Chaos.
Well,
Because-
Ghostwheel is sort of like a creation of Merlin.
Yeah.
And it was some sort of organic / inorganic computer which contained aspects of both the pattern and the logos,
Mm.
and potentially was considered another greater power as such. Capital G, capital P.
Yeah. You know, if Ghostwheel wanted something from us, it would have been a lot easier just to say, hey, I need you to go make a logos. Then we would have been like, alright, cool.
No, we wouldn't. We would be thinking, why does he want this? And
Well,
That's
it would have been a
right.
lot better than all this cryptic bullshit.
well, yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, we have said that before. We've even tried to talk to Ghostwheel when we're inside Ghostwheel to say, hey, why don't you talk to us about some of this shit?
Mm.
Alright,
It's that
anyway,
whole thing of carrot works better than stick most of the time. And especially if you communicate with us, things might actually get done.
is there anything else you wanted to ask before we
No, not off the top of my head. As I said, got a message from Darius, go talk to him. There's New Sun's sister. What about you, Mildred? Have you got any questions?
Have you got any questions?
I'm sure you got lots of questions,
I
but
have
have you got
lots of
anything particular you still want to know about?
Not really. I guess I will just hop around, hop after you, and see what happens.
Just as she says that, Freddy goes, okay, and falls off the chair and begins to spasm.
Interesting.
I believe you're the medical person, the closest we got to a medical person,
Me?
Mildred.
Shit.
Well, aren't you a doctor, strictly speaking?
I'm a psychologist.
Yeah, okay, you don't have medicine?
I'm checking.
So I don't have any medicine or first aid.
Wait, here. I just got this. Take
You
this.
can't.
Yeah, trade is your.
You can't trade.
Yeah.
Well, hang on a second. Before we go any further, I have 3 play immediately. Not 1,
Holy shit.
not 2, 3 play immediately.
Okay, what are they?
First one is Hollow Victory. The
Don't have
second
any.
one is another Effects of a Desolate Lifestyle. So you have dodged a bullet twice.
Nice.
And the third one is Feeling Paranoid. So actually, they're not too bad. So Feeling Paranoid is about the whole thing about negative favors. I'm not sure why you even leave that in there anymore, Logan.
That way, in case anybody's really, really hating the PCs in particular, I can find more evil shit for them.
Okay, fair enough.
I need to discard down.
Yes, but it's if you have negative favors with any PC, one of them, GM's choice will do something bad to you. Ask the GM to fit it in when they have time.
I have.
As I said, Effects of a Desolate Lifestyle, so don't have to worry about that. And the third one is Hollow Victory. Discard all victory cards immediately.
What were you starting to say, Yana?
That I'm good at first aid, actually.
Go for it.
I go to Freddy. I think about doing something awful, but then try to do something nice.
All right.
And I do it.
You're pretty much working on keeping him from swallowing his tongue and stuff. It's kind of like an epileptic seizure is what he's going through. Meanwhile, Freddy, you're back in HR department, sitting across from the lady, looking at this screen here. Oops, hold on a second. And for some reason, there's still clarity left on this other screen. I don't get it. There we go. Looking at that screen there,
Mhm.
Oh,
and
yes.
the voice is saying, reaction time is a factor in this, so please pay attention. Now, answer as quickly as you can. If you were an animal, what kind of animal would you be?
Octopus.
What do you think of garden gnomes?
I hate them.
If you were shipwrecked on an island and had plenty of food and water, what 2 items would you take?
Computer and video games.
How would you commit regicide on King Random?
What the hell is Regicide?
Oh, interesting.
What is your favorite shape to become?
Triangle.
You're in a desert walking along the sand, and all of a sudden you look down and you see a tortoise. It's crawling toward you. You reach down, flip the tortoise on its back. The tortoise lays on its back, its belly baking in the hot sun, eating its legs and trying to pull itself open. But it can't, not without your help. You're not helping or killing King Random. Why is that?
I'm working on it, you fucking idiot.
And that's when he wakes up. He wakes up saying, I'm working on it, you fucking idiot. You see Mildred right over you, and give me a small Sandy roll versus a jump scare, Freddy, because that will cause a Sandy roll. Like, oh God, my eyes, no.
And for the viewers at home, the picture that Logan put up, for those who can't see it, is of the Voight Conf machine.
Mm-hmm.
How much is it, Logan?
1 if you miss.
But it's the image from the person who's doing the test, not the person taking the test.
Yes, but in this case, that's all he was seeing was that eye thing.
Yeah.
Freddie, also the 1 Sandy point loss goes toward the fear of death. Because seeing Mildred over you when you're helpless, this is something that, no doubt.
What did you see?
Hold on, one second. Is it near-death experiences or dying death itself? Okay.
Fear of death, self?
There is no fear of death.
Don't make me look it up.
There's near-death experiences and dying death. Dying/death.
Which is if we die or close to dying.
And I will go look it up. Now, where did I hide the character sheet for myself? Put it toward one of those. There you go. Not willing to look shit up during it. Yes. So later we can move it if we really have to. So you wake up, do your jump scare. There was 0 Sandy from what you saw, but 1 Sandy from what you saw after you were done with the vision. Life is just unfair, you think.
I'm a doctor.
Having her sitting above you whispering that to you while you're laying on the ground is not fucking helping.
I'll give her a massive hug. Mildred, save me. Save me.
What's happening? Joshua,
Save me.
Joshua, help!
I'll go over and slow and carefully peel Aeolus off Mildred. It's okay, Aeolus. It's okay. Although if Aeolus wanted to resist, I think he's a lot stronger than me now. So
No, I'm not going to resist.
All right, no problem. You get put back in your chair.
What was that about? And I don't need to.
Justice is waking my dream.
Justice?
Yeah.
Justice Swift.
Yeah.
I blah what I dreamt.
Random is dead.
So why did you turn the tortoise over onto its back?
Do you want a hug too?
Let's move on to something else. Tell us about your mother.
So Random is dead?
No, it's not. I don't know if it's dead or not. I've not been to Amber yet.
Well, there's some speculation that the random we've met is not the real random.
Okay.
Oh, P, since he blawed you, please define regicide.
Regicide is killing the king, basically, or killing the queen.
Oh, fair enough.
as in the Regency.
The word for the day is regicide. Tomorrow, patricide. So, right. Meanwhile, what do you guys want to do?
I am discarding rocket launcher plus 20. All right, let's go find Darius.
But
Problem. You guys get up, gather whatever possessions of yours you're wanting to lug around with you. I'm guessing everybody's got a large backpack full of bullshit.
Yep.
Food, water, tents, sleeping bags,
Wow.
condoms, whatever.
Condoms,
No.
yeah.
No, last time I was in a hotel room in Las Vegas.
Well, I don't know what kind of. This is your normal traveling gear, whatever you're wanting to take with you.
No, my normal traveling gear is just a leather satchel with some stuff in it.
Well, you have a reasonable amount of shit. Freddie's going for casting in the next Monty Python and the Holy Grail as the Patsy. How much shit does Mildred carry around?
Not much, just some random stuff in a little bag.
Okay, so yeah, Freddie's thinking, I'm the only one who's ready for the apocalypse.
Oh, I gotta pick up the lighter, by the way. Mine.
All right. Hey, keep an eye on you while you do that.
Never know when this might be handy.
He says, showing you the lighter. On the lighter itself, oops, is a small, strange symbol. There you go.
I'm used to it by now. Don't care. Put it away.
Isn't that the evil symbol?
No, that's fine. Don't worry about
Mm.
Yeah.
Not so much evil.
Fuck all those GMs that don't do enough foreshadowing. My PC club like baby steals with foreshadowing.
it.
When did we go to?
You guys go see Darius. He is currently helping supervise a bunch of stuff. The hallways are still just crowded with people who are pretty much sleeping in the hallways. They have very long bedrooms here, although the hallways have a little bit less people as they're starting to build more barracks and stuff like that. You will be able to, at some point, house an army of extraordinary magnitude, forged in the tradition of your ancestors. They will have gratitude.
As we're like about to leave, basically, I say to Joshua, do you want to do anything about the gems as well while we're here?
Not quite yet.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't know how to cut gems. We could take some.
Well, I mean, do you want to look at what they did with them at least, or
what you did with them? What did you do with them?
Well, we gave one back to a miner, and I don't know what he did with them afterwards.
Did you
cut them to one of the miners
to a jeweler or a miner?
A miner.
Like
a little kid.
I thought it was to the elf guy. You gave him one. That's
yeah. We gave it to the elf guy, but the miner was helping him do all the gem stuff.
As in someone, as in like a geologist, maybe?
No, one of the elite miners that helped us.
Okay, did he have some sort of geology skill or something?
Yes.
Oh, that was Hornsby that was with him. Hornsby. He's adorable.
I was going to say Hornsby's one of the MMO land people, isn't he?
Yep.
Okay.
By the way, I got inauspicious omen.
So that's all magic points go down to 2, or is that which card?
Discard all of your cards and draw one card.
Everybody?
Everyone or just you?
Just me, I think. Discard all of your cards. So.
Yeah. Okay. Oh. But yeah, I don't know if you want to go look into how they're getting along with that, because it was supposed to fund the embassy.
Yeah. We'll speak to Dom. We'll stick to what's his name first?
Yeah,
Darius
speak to Darius first. Yeah.
And then go see how things are going.
Okay.
You guys go out and find dignified-looking black guy with dreadlocks, graying temples, and some gray in his beard. He's hanging out watching people working and stuff like that and helping direct them. It looks like all these people are really busy doing all kinds of shit here. Like the grounds will need to be expanded again, but so obviously.
How much of the town do we own now?
Well, the town itself is growing, and the embassy is growing right along with it.
So do we own pretty much like a quarter of it or something? Like, is it almost like a area?
You'd taken over like 4 different large home plots before in the wealthy district.
Yeah, that was early days though. But every time you describe it, it sounds like we've gone larger and like we own city blocks worth now.
Oh yeah, you might have. You're going to be working on your first big city block, but the city itself is getting really large because it's a very popular city, very safe, and it has a lot of fresh water for some reason. So, right, Darius goes, Joshua extends out his hand. Good to see you.
You too.
Hi.
Hello, he says,
Mildred.
and he nods to Freddie, and he goes, Freddie. You can just see the different levels. He says, it's a minor thing that I thought of, but I thought it was worth leaving a note because I can never tell when you'll be around.
Certainly. Fire away.
Well, not too long ago, we had a workman killed here. It was very tragic and accidental and such. A bucket full of tools fell on his head and killed him almost instantly. But he respawned here.
Sorry.
And that got me thinking.
He was
one of our guys, yes.
He respawned here.
Oh, respawned here. Yeah, one of your originals.
That's right. It got me thinking.
Yes.
The mages never respawned.
Or did they?
They didn't.
Or did they? They just did not respawn in your town.
It's possible, but we've been here for long enough, and they never respawned in the town or here.
Sorry, go on. I'll finish what you're going to say.
Yeah, they could have respawned somewhere else. We don't know about it, but if they did, then they would have come to town.
If they knew that you guys were here.
Well, or even back to Kinleyville.
But you haven't been there for a while.
Right. I was.
No. I mean, it's quite. Yeah, it's quite. I wasn't. Yeah. So one of the things I wasn't 100% sure on was how many of those mages were originals versus first, second, third generation.
Also, something else that's come up. We had another guy die. As you know, I try to maintain several scouts and such. Apparently, where Clem's was in Kinleyville is now a large spike pit. You might want to spread the word to your people.
Okay. So not to use Clem's to go to Kinleyville.
I don't recommend it.
Okay.
Unless they want to die quickly, messily, and all over the place.
Yes, because we never found any sign of the mages. So one of the thoughts is that they did go to another world.
That's quite possible as well, but it just never quite settled correctly with me. And after the guy died the other day, I started thinking about that.
Yes.
But I don't know. It's maybe a mystery that we'll never solve.
What mages?
What?
What mages? What's going on? Why is it Tuesday?
Oh, well, back when the world was a young place in Kinleyville, we'd send out almost all of our mages, all of them, in fact, because they wanted to undertake a new glorious quest. Lucky Shamrock number 2, called The Quest for the Source of Magic. He looks disappointed that there's no musicians nearby. And he says, So they went out looking for that. And even some of your people went out and looked for them afterward because they never came back.
Okay.
So They may be lost forever.
Yeah. Doc, Alex, and I went looking in a flying car. We pretty much covered as much of, besides the 3 that had been abandoned at a stone site that could be used for, which was rituals could be more easily done there. We never found any sign of them.
I was just thinking, if you ever have any of you or people go back into the MMO land, perhaps they could keep their eyes open and maybe find them.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe they came back and they're the ones responsible for the gate closing in Burlington.
That is also possible. Although, having given it some thought, it would take all of their combined magics to do such a thing, I believe.
Well, maybe they found the source of magic and now they're more powerful.
But why is it Tuesday? Come on, the important questions. Is it Tuesday?
He says.
Not sure, actually. Don't know what day it is today.
It's Monday. Tomorrow's Tuesday.
No!
Back away slowly. It'll be all right. He says, I have to go now.
No, but interesting thoughts, Darius. But yes.
He hurries off. Everybody who was around working has found other shit to go do further away. Wow.
Doesn't that feel better?
All right, so let us go and see if we can locate
5 hero edit to an NPC OTM's choice.
No. Boy, the red cards are coming thick and fast, aren't they?
Well, I read somewhere that in order to shuffle a normal deck of cards thoroughly, you have to shuffle at least a dozen times. So I always try to shuffle at least a dozen times.
This is computerized. It doesn't make a difference.
Yeah, it's not like you're physically doing it.
Right, but I figure, it should be really, really random.
Random, you say?
Are you getting the game? I like that. Now, I want you to get Freddy prettier also. Shows the Pete sitting there talking, all of a sudden Yana creeps in behind.
Because I'm in all of your houses now.
Yes.
Actually, would not surprise me a whole lot. You are probably one of the best traveled checks now that there might be.
So you want to go look for Zenkai?
Yes.
For what?
Zenkai.
The evil dictator of China's sister.
Oh, okay. Why not?
Yeah.
That would be super easy to find the one lone scared Chinese woman who doesn't understand anybody else because she doesn't speak any English. She is currently helping out in the kitchens because that's something she can understand and
Did
do.
you ask Darius if any of these people could speak Mandarin?
No, we had no time. We basically...
All right, I'll go and track down Darius.
He looks around carefully to make sure that nobody else is with you. Yes?
So, do you know, with all the different people and possibly they've got different backgrounds, do any of them speak Mandarin?
Oh yeah. We found a Chinese woman wandering around here, so we put her to work in the kitchens and stuff. There's other people who speak Mandarin, of course.
Sorry, you do have some people that speak Mandarin?
Of course.
Beautiful. So they could assist in translating if we have trouble?
I'll send in a couple of them who are completely fluent.
Thank you.
Both of them fumble. She says she wants to die and for you to give her more drugs.
Okay.
God damn, this is dark.
All right, we shall go and find her.
All right, no problem. You guys go. Yes, she's working in the kitchens and stuff. It looks as though she's kind of taken over part of the kitchen because she knows how to cook tasty Chinese food, and so it's now partially her kitchen. People seem, it looks like she seems relatively happy, although it's the kind of brittle happiness that empathy rolls. That's Logan cutting himself off, realizing there need to be some empathy rolls in there that you don't give a shit about, and Freddie cares even less. But the psychologist is like, she is accepting this despite her brain telling her that all this shit is impossible.
Okay, I shall attempt to say hello to her in Mandarin.
I shall
To greet
attempt
her
to
in Mandarin.
introduce. I'll try and
I
introduce
fail
them.
completely. Yeah, I'm not sure what to say. How to say it.
Kay walks up and goes, I have knees. Freddie goes, me too. Knees.
Oh, yes.
Ni hao. And she says, ni hao back. It's weird. It's like magic. She looks expectantly at Yana to say more things. And Yana looks at her blankly, and it seems to have stalled there.
Why do we want to talk to this lady?
She may be able to assist us getting a better understanding as to what's happening in Cyberpunk. And with her brother, who potentially is an avatar of Noel After.
Oh, no. Okay.
And the whole thing of order taking hold.
Yeah, basically her brother is the second most powerful man in China. And he's like instigating a dictatorship and militarizing people and everything, blah blah, all that. And we believe he is, as Joshua said, an avatar of Nyarlathotep, and we're trying to figure out what happened and get more information.
Okay.
Freddie, could you copy paste the lady's name and send it to me?
Sure.
I asked the lady how she's doing in Mandarin.
It shows you in like really, really basic school Mandarin. How are you? She goes, good. How are you? And you're like, I'm with it. I understand this. That's not where you're at on Hobbyist. You're like, yeah, as long as we don't go much past this, everything's fine.
Right. Well,
I mean, you could ask her, where's the library? Or, does the room have a shower?
Does she speak English?
No. She doesn't speak French either.
What about Latin?
I don't know. Probably not if she can't talk to anyone here. Although, wait, they don't
people
speak
might not
Latin.
have tried.
Okay,
I'll see if she understands Latin.
She looks at you blankly.
I'll see if she understands this. No.
You don't understand that either.
How about Cantonese? No.
So what about Czech?
Wait patiently for you guys to go through all your languages.
how about Finnish?
Oh, I speak Czech.
Hello?
Seated in your check. Hey, good job. If you hadn't, we'd have made fun of you. Saying rude things to her in Hebrew and stuff.
Thankfully, she doesn't understand.
What about alien?
Does she understand Phoenician?
No.
Damn.
I think it's all down to you, Mildred.
Sorry.
Yeah.
The other people turn up.
Can you ask her what languages she speaks?
Ah, right. What languages do you speak? That's a nice,
Sure. Give me a plus 10 to your Mandarin.
No.
She says, no. She responds. You're like,
So we need to ask really simple questions.
Where are those translators at?
Where is the person I can pronounce his name at?
What though?
Who?
Huh?
What did you say? Sorry.
I'm asking where the translators are.
All right.
Still coming, apparently. I will
Okay.
let you know as soon as they walk in. Until then, you have to
We
just...
will just smile at each other awkwardly.
How
I'm
how
gonna-
is how is Mrs. Parapet handling it?
Fine. She tells you that she's a hard worker,
Mhm.
nice lady. She seems really, really freaked out by the beastkin, but other than that, everything's fine.
So she seems freaked out by the non-Australians.
Yes, yes. All the regular human Doras and stuff, she's okay with. She's apparently not used to seeing non Asian
Other-
faces
Okay.
for some reason.
No, she's potentially lived a very sheltered life.
Yeah,
Depends on if she had access to TV and magazines or stuff, or maybe not.
that's
Excuse me.
quite possible. Where in the fuck is it? Excuse me, I have literally so many notes, and trying to search for her name, it's like everything that starts with ZIN. I should have made her name longer and confusing.
What
Can-
is them
Can you put it in talking marks to do a search specifically on Zenkai?
Doesn't like the talkie marks.
talking about?
It's no problem. We will wing it. Right, your people show up.
Hey, our saviors!
There's a man and a woman, and they will attempt to roll their complete fluency in this language. The man goes, "Ah, yes." The woman goes, "I am useless." She gets kicked out. No problem. The guy says,
That's usual.
"I will translate for you because I am competent." He promises the woman he will come and mansplain the language to her later. She looks livid and leaves. You think there may be some sort of retribution happening later. You're not sure what, but you don't want to be him.
Such patriarchy.
Yes, the patriarchy must go down, you think.
Could you, well, to
He
save
introduces himself, he introduces all of you guys.
I think
Everybody, or Yana, give me a Cantonese roll as he's sorry, not
Mandarin.
Mandarin. Everybody can make a Mandarin roll as he's introducing.
Fair.
See what he's saying.